Hello there, fellow employees of the hotel. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic, Episode 7, Capturing a Moon for Farming. So at the moment, I would say the current priority is to craft the island catchers and to catch ourselves an island. And as you can see here in the crafting panel, I have all the sickles queued up already. One for each employee. And then behind that, we have the island catchers. And what we need to make sure is we need to supply the metal scrap, the twigs, and then for the island catchers, we need to supply the rope and the cogwheels. We have the cogwheels, we do not have the rope. So for the rope, we got a loom and we got the queue for the rope going on the loom. And we just need to grind through the loom's backlog. Pretty straightforward, no big deal. Just to recap the research here. So we got advanced tools, which is the iron-based tools, which is going to allow us to like get sandstone, which is kind of important for things. We got the furnace to be able to melt down sandstone into glass and gold bars and iron bars and the like. And we'll get that going as well. Another thing that we're currently missing is we got the research. Let me pause again. We got the research for advanced crafting. Advanced crafting allows us to make reinforced storage, like higher iron-based storage. Also allows us to craft cogwheels and light bulbs from scratch. But we haven't upgraded our crafting station. But I would say that probably takes lower priority than island catching for a farm. And you think I'm louder now? I could probably adjust it in decibels. Probably what I'm guessing is my old mic mute switch had some signal loss. And like now, I don't have signal loss, which is good, I guess, right? You don't want lost signal. But if you find it to be too loud, I can always adjust it on my end. No, it's fantastic? Okay, perfect. Inversely, I could always boost myself, but you know, whatever, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to check is, of all the employees that we've got, who has what tools? So we've got Brevario, Juniper, Maklo, Sparn, and Tukyuk. And I'm sort of curious the tools that they're sporting, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna quickly check. So like Tukyuk, for instance, has a bunch of makeshift stuff. And so I think once we get the sickles done, we need to start replacing the makeshift stuff with like higher quality tools. The other thing we wanted to do is to hook them up with sacks, right? Because we were building a whole bunch of sacks. So I'm going to give this one to Juniper, because that will allow for increased carry weight, which is really good for like resource harvesting. So Brevario doesn't have a sack either. Here is Brevario's. It's like oddly sitting on top of the crafting station, the artisan station, and didn't like fall to the ground. And then Tukyuk don't have one either. And once I'm done, we should have a situation where like everyone has iron tools of all types, so they can harvest everything. Ideally. And I'll check on that soon. Oh, we got mail! Please don't be spam again. To our wonderful travelers, the year of the Fire Horse is upon us, and we want to wish you and your families all the best. Happy Chinese New Year. Well, Xinyan Kuai Le, right? And then I got a crafting station blueprint for the horse year window, the horse year banner, and the horse year statue. So these are sort of like seasonal gifts. And then we also have more mail. For Valentine's Day. Today, the stars seem to shine brighter. And we got blueprints for Valentine's Day balloons. And My Heart flooring. And You're My Heart wallpaper. Nice. Okay, we've got guests waiting to place orders. Perfect. Maklo, do you have a backpack yet? You do not. I think this is the last sack queued up for Maklo. And then all of them will have backpacks. Tukyuk has one. Oh, that's a dirty table. If I could click on it. Oh my god. Depth. Ah! There we go. Alright. Sparn has a backpack. Maklo does not. Reverio does. Okay, yeah, it's just Maklo. Good. So I counted correctly, at least. We are starting to get some more blue research. And we might want to spend it. So this is a researchable... I think this is new. Is it just my imagination, or was this not here before? This really wasn't here before. Keeping Pingtons happy? Yeah, let's research that. That sounds reasonable to research. Did I, like, miss patch notes or something? Oh, the game updated... Yes. I did miss some patch notes. Oh, right. The 1.0 roadmap. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff coming soon. Like a dye system to recolor furniture and the like. And sorry about the lack of game volume. This game is one that is such, you tab out and it mutes. Alright, I'm tabbed back in. And out again. Because I just realized I have to queue up the giveaway timer. Not right now, I'm not giving anything away. Why are you sad? You're hungry. Well, go eat. No one's stopping you. I think in this case what's happening is the Pington radio might be upsetting the, some of the guests. That would be... Oops. That is absolutely not what I meant to do. That would be my guess. Because the, these types of guests don't like noise? So which... Is this the one that was upset? No, they like the... I don't know. I take it back. Apparently they didn't mind the music. Ooh, and it looks like Meteor is about to strike too. Oh yeah, here's already one Meteorite. Perfect. I matched my YouTube audio level now, which was way more balanced. Yeah, well, for YouTube stuff, like, I do the audio balancing and edits. It's good to know that, like, replacing my one mic switch apparently fixed so many problems. I didn't know it was, like, defective. Oh, we also have a reward table here. For gold coins. Sweet. I could always use more money. Alright, did we get around to making that bag? We have not. But we did make a whole lot of ropes. So I think it might be a case where I don't have any cloth to make the bag. So I'm going to queue up some more cloth, and then I think we're also going to need to queue up sickling the stargrass for more fibers, because we're basically out of fibers as well. Skeletor, thank you for the resub. Alright, the game just shook. Yep, there's another meteorite. And we're missing 5 ropes and 1 cloth to finish everything in the Artisan Station's queue. Oops, no, not that. I don't want to melt down my metal scrap for iron. I want to melt down my iron nuggets. Metal scrap is a useful crafting material for other things, so obviously you don't want to, like, just destroy it in lieu of getting, ingots. Oh, a fireworks chest. Yeah, let's okay, there we go. So we've got 5 checking out, which is going to dramatically increase my, research availability here in a minute, once they check. Or 6, I guess. And then, of course, we'll have all the requirements of, like, cleaning the rooms, etc. But we should be pretty close to getting those, island catchers. And once we have the island catchers, we can start farming. Alright, how'd we do? Could have done better on relaxing. Got it. So there was one thing specifically that this species, the Taravi, like. Which is, in relaxing, if I go to the... One way to find it is the research tree. Or in the crafting tree. Or in the build tree, rather. There was a thing that I've yet to make that they wanted. So here's the, blueprints for a light bulb, which is metal, scrap, and glass. And soon we'll be able to make glass. The advanced crafting station and cogs. The reinforced storage for even more storage space. So the Taravi like the wooden beam harmony shrines, and that would be something that they would enjoy, and I don't have that yet. So as such, because I don't have the wooden beams yet, I can't really like keep them all that entertained. And then also the incense, and that would require the crafting station to be upgraded. So those are things. That's criticisms that this guest checking out, like, I will, again, same issue, relaxation is lower. But it was still a 5-star review. You don't need to score 5s in every category. So, like, this is a 5-star review, even though relaxing is only a 3 out of 5. And also, some of that, I suspect, is a result of now that there's this new research queue for Pington and Taravi and Darret, so on and so forth, that in order to keep them happier, I'll have to go down that tree as well. That would be my assumption. Again, an assumption. I'm not 100% sure, but that would be an educated guess. Another level of complexity, and that's fine. I welcome it, in fact. Alright, yo, Gustav, it would help if you didn't stand in front of the checked out guests. Alright, that was a perfect 5. Next is a 4. Apparently it wouldn't feed you very good, and you didn't relax. And then last but not least, Sparkle, that's probably a 4 as well. Well, still running an average of 4.9. And now the green goo from the Taravis are, like, completely maxed out as a result of all of those, exit reviews and happiness that we generated. So this was going to go to Maklo. And then everything that we're making thereafter is island catchers. Island catchers to be able to enable farming. Now I know I don't have the fibers for this rope, so I'm going to have to go sickle the stargrass, and I'll queue that up in the queues. So opening the research station for staff. The Pington Delicacies is a technology still work in progress. It's not currently in the update. So what did the Pington set give us? A toy and an instrument. Got it. And would that be in here? Or is it in an art? Yeah, it's in here. So Pington toy is floor-based. You put it on the ground. It needs cloth and wooden logs. And then the instrument needs steel plates, which I don't have yet. And a wooden log. And a higher level crafting station. Got it. And that would help keep the Pingtons happier. I'm all for that. Alright, we have a lot of housekeeping to do. Whoops. No, no, no. I'm glad that there's like a confirmation button for like, do you want to kick out this guest? Because it's like, no, I really, really don't. Really don't. Kelly, by the way, thank you for the resub. We might need to take on some new staff. Oh, here are the sickles. So, Juniper takes one, and Sparn takes one, and Riverio takes one. And now it's going to be a lot easier to get fibers and cloth, because we have, every employee will be able to sickle stuff. Not just Maclo. Because Maclo, previously, our cook, was the only one that could scythe. And he's often pretty busy in the kitchen, so... I didn't notice them blinking before. Oh, also the tip jar needs to be emptied. Yes. So we have 2 of 3 crafting or island catchers so far, and we're just waiting on the rope for the last one. So here's one of the island catchers. It's just sitting. Oh, yeah, and then there's the ropes down here. So we have 2 of the island catchers that we're going to need to be able to catch an island. And pretty soon, farming. Can't wait. Okay, let's quickly check the bedrooms for filth. What is this? Oh, it's like a stone that I dropped in the bedroom? And another one? I don't know what they're doing in there, but they don't belong in there, so we'll fix that. Oh, those are dirty sheets. Ah, touche, touche. I don't know why I thought they were stones. You know what I just realized is how absolutely frightening fireworks would be in space. They'd be basically just be bombs for like killing people. Ah, yes. Well, I can see those storage sacks really taking a lot of help now. Like, here's Juniper carrying just a lot of fibers. Unrealistic hotel. Have you yet to see a single Karen ask that for the desk manager? No, in fact, I had 2 Karens. Not only did they demand to see the manager, they broke my elevator. What is it? Alien species, the world. It was the Galactic Peace Corps came and smashed up my elevator being peak Karens. It's okay, they only hurt my feelings a little bit. Pierogi, thank you for the resub. Alright, we definitely have the rope to make the last island catcher. So I'm going to prioritize that so we can finally get that going. And let's quickly take a look at the resources. So, stone, wood, coal, iron nuggets. Everything here kind of looks fine. I know I'm going to need a lot more resources once we start making, like, artisan goods. Because at some point we'll make higher quality axes and hammers and picks. Probably picks are going to be the more important one. So I'm going to queue up 5 iron picks. And that's so that we can start mining the sand rock here to be able to make our own glass. And all the island catchers are now done. So equip Juniper. And then I'm going to have to get Sparn to ditch one of his things. So I'm going to have him ditch the pickaxe. And maybe Tukyuk. Wherever Tukyuk is. There you go. You also ditch the pick. Because you only have 4 slots for equipment. So the island catcher is something that we probably only use... Well, we're not going to use very often. So I'll switch off the island catcher once it's been used. So we're just waiting for Tukyuk to unequip the pick. Where's my other island catcher? It's right there. There we go. Tukyuk, go equip the island catcher. Perfect. So now we have 3 island catchers all crafted up and ready to go. Let's talk to Maklo. An island catcher, huh? That's the name we're going with? You are never naming anything on my menu. Ah, look at it, Maklo. It's got a rope and a hook. We're gonna shoot the island, pull it in, and board it, just like space pirates. That thing's gotta be top tier tech. Maybe Marietta stole it from the GPC? That'd be so cool. More like top tier scrap, but we went through the trouble of getting it, so we might as well give it a shot. Yeah, literally. Ah, very clever. Now quit being a downer. You're really not the least bit excited? Slow down, kid. I'll be excited once it doesn't collapse under its own weight. First, we need anchor points. Let's put up a few poles. The 3 of us can gear up and do the heavy lifting. Woo, no turning back now. Let's catch an island. Alright, so the next phase of this build project is to build an anchor point so we can actually, catch an island. So we'll get that built here in just a moment. And most of the daily chores of this hotel has been addressed. Oh, and here comes new guests. Now, before we meet new guests, we probably ought to use up the research that we've got now. And I wanted to get Carpenter's Prowess so we can get wooden beams, because wooden beams will help to keep the Taravi happier. So let's queue that up with some of our remaining research. And I think for now, because we don't have need of like a giant windfall of a lot of research at one go, I'm going to prioritize shorter guest stays over longer ones for quick cash, so to speak. So Kanto, welcome. Peppy, Summit, or Summit, whatever your name is. Nova. I think everyone's gonna get to stay. Oh no, we had to turn some away. Okay, we're good. So the iron pickaxe just got crafted. Perfect. And Reverio is building the anchor pole. We've got Maklo. So I chose not to equip Maklo with the island catcher, even though he's one of the original 3, because he's like honestly just too busy cooking. And that's not something we want for him to take a break on. Because if he takes a break cooking, well, a lot of people get mad. Okay. catch the farming island. So, grapple farming island. And I'm going to set this as a high priority because all 3 people that have the island catchers need to coordinate. I could probably speed this up a little bit by just dropping them adjacent using my pilgrim power. Whoa, hello. Full dining room. Who's the last one we're waiting on? That'd be Sparn. So, hey, Sparn, guess what? Yo. No. You have the grappling hook, don't you? Yeah, you have the island catcher. Okay, why are you not listening to... There we go. Juniper blocking the cutscene? Yeah, what a jerk. Alright, talk to Sparn. Hey Maclo. Nobody said you could get out of the kitchen. So Maclo was just like ripped to do the cutscene, but obviously he shouldn't be there. Ah, look! Did you see that? We actually did it! That was wild! What if there's treasure on Satori? We'd be like real pirates! Tell me that's not epic. Alright, first, we lock down with a bridge. Then it's treasure hunting o'clock. Long ago, this island was home to a revered monastery. If we tend it well, I suspect others of my kind will find their way here. I have some schematics for you. If you craft them, they may speak to my kin more clearly than words. As the old Derek proverb says, to be noticed by one's own, one must first rise above the noise. So we need to build Satori Island Bridge with 10 wood. Also, did you drop blueprints somewhere? I don't know. Oh, the kitchen is backed up. Shoot! Maklo's like, guys, help. I know, man, I know. And for that reason, because we can't yet expand our kitchen, I think this is like the maximum amount of rooms that I will accommodate until we have the ability to like have parallel cooking. And Barton, thank you for the resub. I'll drink to that. Cheers. All right, so all of the helpers with that project should probably unequip their island catchers. It's no longer needed, and replace it with the picks. So it would be Juniper. Oh wow, Juniper, you don't have like any tools. Did it use up? Oh, I think it consumed. Yeah, okay, it consumed it. So Juniper, you get an iron pickaxe, as does Tukyuk. And we don't yet have other iron pickaxes for Sparn. Or the others. But we will, in time, Cheers! I'm glad these guys are so patient for their food. We must have, like, a lot of Michelin stars to our restaurant or something. Maklo must be a genius for everyone to be like, oh yeah, it's fine. We'll wait for 3 hours for food. Who's been waiting the longest? We got a 3 hours, 9 minutes. Yeah, that's probably the longest. Reminds me of a, it's not really a restaurant, it's like kind of a grocery store that serves food near me. And they're like so slow preparing food. It's like ridiculously painful. I really like their food, but I just don't have the time to go. Because like, what should take 20 minutes will take like an hour and a half. And you're just like, well, how? What are you doing in that kitchen? Why it should never take this long? Well, soon everyone will have their orders taken. Oh, yep, see, too slow. With the too slow, we might want to limit the amount of guests we have to like 10 or so, rather than 12, because we're not feeding everyone on time. Like, yeah. Maklo needs some help. So here's the issue. Even if I told someone to help Maklo, like, here's just an experiment. Let's say that Juniper, the new guy, will help Maklo with, cooking. It won't really matter, because this is like a one-person kitchen for now, until it's upgraded. So just for that experiment, we'll see what Juniper actually does. Something I really wish I could do is rename these guys. Joker, by the way, thank you. That's a lot of gifted subs. Cheers. So Juniper at the moment is just at the artisan station making the last pickaxe that I had queued. And all right, let's see what they end up doing to try to help Maklo in the kitchen. See, too slow, too slow. Yep, I know. Unfortunately, for now, I can't put my kitchen on the same level as the dining room or adjacent to one another. Meaning that I'm like low-key just stuck in this configuration until technology improves. Meaning that I'm at essentially the mercy of this. For better or for worse. Wouldn't it be better to have someone serve? So, the cooking queue doesn't allow for that to be a separate task. Cooking and delivering food is like the same workflow, in other words. And I don't at least know of a way to prevent that from being part of the workflow. Meaning, I can't stop them from cooking and then also delivering, because obviously you're right. Having a dumbwaiter or something, some way to like move the food would be ideal, but that's just not something I know how to do. And I'm not even strictly speaking, I don't even know if it exists. So, we've got the Satori Bridge, and it is all set. At this point, what I want to do is I'm going to call for a workership, because actually, I think Juniper was set up to be our nurturer, so I don't necessarily need another working ship, but we'll take a look. So what's happening here is Juniper took over for Maklo, and Maklo's just doing something else. As you can see, it is not of any benefit to have Juniper help in the kitchen. Right? And it's at this moment we have some parallel deliveries, but I would not play in such a way that I would micromanage it like this for the future. So it's possible to have like someone deliver and then someone cook. But most of the time what ends up happening is like one person's in the kitchen Well, okay, I'll take that back. There is a potential for that, and the potential is that if you have 2 workers where all they do is cook, like if Maklow's other tasks were removed and they only cook, then they stand around waiting to cook. So that actually might work. So maybe if I hire a new employee, what I'll try to do is I'll try to hire someone that can cook for us, and then we'll have like 2 cooks that dedicate themselves to cooking to see if that fixes the issue that we have. All right, let's talk to Sparn. All right, sure. I need some elbow grease, but I can already see it. This place is gonna shine once we're done. Maklow's gonna lose it. Did you see that shed and those farming plots? We could plant an entire snack empire out here, or veggies. Well, look out! Did you see that? Something moved in the bushes right there. Or maybe not. Pop said this island used to be full of life. Huh, yeah. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Anyway, time to patch up the shed, clear the junk, and pull some weeds. You know the drill. So back to the workers. Juniper, I'm gonna have you be the highest priority nurturer. You'll be our dedicated farmer going forward. And then towards that development, I'm gonna have Maklo only cook. He does literally nothing else. So he's always ready to cook. And I doubt the food is going to get delivered in time. Because the other issue is there's like, there's no elevator priority. I don't really want to be responsible for micromanaging Maklow's transfer between floors. Because you can't transfer holding something up anyway. So, you know, I'd rather solve it systemically than solve it with micromanagement. So it is a service task for delivering the order. You know, that's actually, let's try that. Let's do Brevario is going to serve, and Maklow's gonna cook, and we'll see if this works. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but I'm glad you guys brought it up. That way I have a chance to solve a problem systemically. Brevario. I know you were fixing stuff, but here you go. Alright, I bet we're also nearly out of wood. Yeah, we're low on wood. So with this new work priority setups, I'm sort of curious if we can get to the point where we can accommodate a full dining room of 12. Maybe we'll be able to. So, upgrading the crafting station requires 2 slabs. We'll make sure to craft those. And then 4 planks. I don't think I have any planks, so we'll craft those as well. Yeah, this system seems to be working better. But Bavario still can only take 1 plate at a time, which is a bit of a bottleneck. But if I had 2 waiters, that might be fixed. Alright, we've got 6 people checking out. And that also means that I'm going to want to use up my research. Sparn's almost done researching Carpenter's Prowess to be able to make the beams, which will help out a lot. There we go. Carpenter's Prowess. Let's go with... Ooh, I don't know. Arcades? Yeah. Get back in there, Sparn. So in order to finish the Harvest Moon, we need to finish cleaning up and then repair all the shed furniture. And there's a bit of bottleneck of just like logs for that. Okay. I probably won't get very good reviews here because of the food. Yes. 4, and I deserve that. And we'll try to fix it going forwards. 4. Yep. 5. Another 5. And last but not least, a 5. Oh, there's even more people checking out. Like a lot more. Laggards. Okay, so the trees that I was shaking down for peaches, I intended to like cut once we're done. $5, cool. And we're sporting a whole lot of money, so I'm also going to call in a merchant ship, because there's the possibility, of course, of like buying things we need or whatever. Kanto, that's going to be 4. And a lot of this is like a lack of hunger or relaxation when I don't score a 5. So I'm aiming to fix that. All right, the goo is just about full. It's full on blue, almost full on green, so we'll queue up some more research soon. So here's the employees, and we were looking for maybe a waiter, dedicated waiter. So you're good at gathering, construction, mining, nurturing, gathering, construction, nurturing, mining, gathering, construction, nurturing, mining. You know what? I don't think, unlike the other ships, that you can like refresh. Maybe what I'll do is aim for a Derrit employee? Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I hire someone? Do you think I should just like do it anyway and hire one of these Taravi, or should I wait and hire like someone later on? I'll put it up to poll for you guys. Ultimately, most of the employees that come on are not particularly trained, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, they're gonna need... a Taravi could be a waiter, it's fine, even though they're better at gathering, because, like, ultimately, they arrive relatively unskilled. And then we do job training on site, if you will. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patron, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims.